Hello everyone, my name is Clancy and welcome to the Clan. So without further ado, let's get into this video because we are doing the self-appointed expert comment. This new segment that y'all have chose for its name as the self-appointed experts. So without further ado, let's get into the comments. But before that, smash the like button. We don't do very well when we do this part of the segment of the clan. Please smash the like button and let's change that. So guys, in my hand, I've got your comments regarding the video that I posted last night. Now let's start with Soft Angular, who says, "Hi clan, AVL is easy, too easy to read. And I downloaded my AVL. A 5-year-old can read the coordinates." Yeah, like I said the other time that 11th grader who is doing geography at lower grade can actually read the coordinates as well. Successfully so. Let's get to Busisi, who says, "I felt like she was reading a script. She kept going back and forth saying, 'Here, it's written.'" I was like, that's pretty strange as well that she would actually say something like that. For a police officer, I'm assuming has an experience in testifying in court, especially for somebody at her caliber working at the National Cold Case Unit. And then we have Dr. Promge, who said, "Keep up the good work. Thank you so very much, doctor." Super Knowledge Sharing says, "Hi, this Mukhale person seems to be confused." Yeah, she looked confused. She sounded confused to me. I'm sorry, your comment cut off. I'm not quite sure where it went to. But let's move on to Tidi, who says, "Hello, my favorite self-appointed expert." Love emoji. Thank you so much. The most painful thing about this case is that it is no longer about the quest to find the person who killed Senzomewa. It is now about the state versus the defense. It is a pity that the Senzomewa family might not find the closure that they so much wanted. I also saw Baloy smiling today, and I asked myself, what did he discuss with the expert over the weekend that made him come to court today so confident? This case has become a game. Some people do not understand the depth of the pain of losing your child without knowing what exactly happened to them. May the Lord intervene and expose whoever is behind all these shenanigans. Yeah, I also thought the same thing, but I also thought, maybe, this says, let's confuse the enemy and let's make them wonder why we are all so happy and chirpy. I was like, okay, whatever he discussed with the experts, it's going to be revealed nonetheless. Princess says, "This investigator have been listening and watching defense, how they cross-examine the other witnesses about accused rights, and she keep on saying that, and she explains his rights. She sounds like a robot as she keeps on emphasizing them." Yeah, she was overdoing it, right? Like, don't ask me about Section 35.5 because this is what we did. And I was like, I thought about it as well last night. I'm like, no, we know South African police, they don't read you your rights. They just throw you in a van and drive you straight to a jail cell, and then they still don't read you your rights when they detain you. They just leave you there to meet the magistrate the following day. And that is why all of them were fumbling over these rights, because they don't do it. They don't do them at all. If you really had to, I gave a challenge to y'all guys. I said, if you know a police officer, or you can walk into your nearest police station and ask the person in the front desk to read the Section 35.5, or maybe cite them for you, because they're supposed to know these off by heart. But they don't do it. Even when she was fumbling through it, trying so hard to convince who was listening that she read him his rights, she was still shaking. Yeah, she sounded like a robot, I agree. Busisiwe says, "That's what I thought as well. She sounded nervous, and the contradiction of Sibia's friends." And the other police said they were two friends. Sibia insisted there were 3, but this witness was very sure it was 2. Asazi. She's going to be grilled, this one. I fear for her. And then she went on to call Gininda her boss. And the other thing that I also thought about last night, didn't Sergeant or Colonel Buthelezi understand he didn't mention anything about a warrant of arrest? That they just arrested Sibia. I think there was even cross-examination about a warrant of arrest as well as a warrant to search his house when they found those unlicensed ammunition and drugs. And now, why this one says she had a J50 form, which is the warrant of arrest for Sibia? I was like, contradictions, right? But I need to confirm this with you guys that this is exactly what I heard together with you, right? Victor says, I am scared. I personally think the expert could easily cook these reports. Honestly, from what I understood from several other members of the clan, apparently the sister of accused number 2 or 1, I can't remember, did submit the correct coordinates to the defense. But of course, it is the state that needs to submit these coordinates, the correct coordinates, for the defense to cross-examine on, together with what they have on their possession, I think, or it's something they're going to reveal when it is time for the defense to call witnesses. Phil says, she was too much of a perfect cop, you know, reading rights to the suspect and telling the suspect that he has the right to not to confess, blah, blah, blah. We all know police don't usually read rights to suspect. They don't do it at all. Especially that kind of suspect. She was just polishing the evidence and she was overdoing it too. She was overdoing it. We all saw the same thing. That this lady was, I don't know who was, she was trying to convince herself or the court, but it was not sticking. It's bog. Also, AVL of the car that transported Zungu to Kwanongoma. Yes, did they really go to Kwanongoma? This is also going to expose the judge. It really is. Slu says, hello clan fam. Hello Slu, what's up? With the love emoji right back at you. Did I not die when Mukhale said Ntanzi is trying his luck with the BMW? And where did that just come from? Because I thought that was so random of her to say something like guilt conscious, I see. Like, ma'am, are you saying Ntanzi is a Sangoma now? Because how the hell he would have known the car you're currently driving? I'm so looking forward to cross-examination. Also, she's driving BMW car. Oh yeah, she did say she started driving BMW from 2021, not in 2020. Again, what was up with that, ma'am? Oh yeah, the guilt conscious. Owap's side says, lovely to see you. Tell you what, only listen to your channel. Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you. But please also support other YouTubers that do the same thing that I do, because we have different perspective and we have different delivery as well. And it's still under education, this particular niche that we are doing. So I would highly appreciate it if you also supported my fellow colleagues on these streets. Thank you, but for actually choosing me, I appreciate you so much. Let's move to Tubo, who says, I don't think the defense must waste much energy and time of this lady. Only thing is to demand her vehicle's AVL and focus on Dupree, then bring the mastermind on the stage and close this nonsense. That's cutthroat right there, what you said. I agree on this lady's AVL from 2020. If she's been driving or whatever she was doing in 2020, we want to see it. We want to see something. Valentine says, Mamfundisi, or should I say, the so-called Rolls Eyes was everywhere. All I heard was Section 35 in the car, on the ground, everywhere Sibia was. The the squeaky voice, she gave away. The squeaky voice gave her away. Defense must have a field day with her. I am waiting to hear the part when she called Ndanzi. Oh yeah, she's the one who offered Ndanzi a job, right? She's gonna deny it. She's gonna say, I did no such thing. And I don't know why. I think the defense should also ask for the phone records when she called Ndanzi. We want to hear something, the job offer, and then subsequently she getting the address of Ndanzi. Yeah, definitely, Valentine, I agree with you. Madam M says the BMW comment gave it away that it was all scripted. Yes, because it was so random. How would he have known that she is driving a white BMW today? And another thing that she shocked me about was about Rapudu. That it was the first time she met Rapudu in the North Gauteng High Court. Rapudu was on the stand probably 3 weeks or a month ago. Why would she have met him there when it was not her turn to testify? I think the court caught that. Pasha says, guys, remember I said this person is working with police, so don't be surprised. Talking about Dupree. Yes, indeed, you did say that. And indeed, we're also not holding our breath that he's going to come back with the correct data or correct information that you would have collected from the data. Super Knowledge Sharing says, Mukhale kept on correcting everything. Why correct everything once you're under oath? I don't get it. That is not fair. Kanti, who wrote these statements that contained so many mistakes? Yeah, it's the quality of our police. Tandega says, scripted evidence. Sounds very much like that. Lucky says, 31st May was mentioned on Friday, but it may have been, but still, you still have to put it on record when he is doing his reopening of what he did yesterday. I think you still have to mention it. Super Knowledge Sharing says, why is she called Mamfundi Sivela? I want to know as well. I'm very, very much interested to hear if she really is a pastor herself, or she is married to one. I'm a little bit, I'm very, very curious about that one. Mteteleli says, no way, because it already printed out for the witness. Expert is to explain those difficult things. Yeah, let's hope that he actually does, make it easy for us to understand what exactly is going on. Pategile says, hi Clan fam, nice to hear from you again, Clan. Lo mama ukuluma amanga wodwa nje, in my opinion. Straight to the point. Dibu says, I felt like she was reading a script. She kept going back and forth saying, here it's written. I think I've already read that. Cynthia R says she was definitely shaken up there on that stand. I think she stumbles and fumbles were an attack of conscience, but she knew she had to stick to the script. I agree with that. I fully agree. If she's already a pastor, I think her pastoral was kicking in as well, like, thou shalt not lie. But she pressed on because probably she fears a boss. Who knows? Lindani says, for Baloyi to take 2 days asking and leading the witness is disgusting. Yeah, I think he did 2 or 3 leading of the witness. And I was like, Baloyi, come on, bro. You're better than that. Actually, you're not. Velisa says, keep up the good work. Thank you so very much. I appreciate this. I appreciate so much the support. I no longer stress when I no longer stress when I didn't watch the proceedings because I know you have our back and I got your back for real. I'm telling you. When it comes to this case, I got your back for real. Then we go to Kaylee Basics, who says it's weird that she was investigating a drug case from 2019. That couldn't have been a cold case. Absolutely, I agree. It couldn't have been a cold case. And usually cold cases, I would say it involves human to human rather than like drugs and firearms, unless they are looking for the murder weapon. But when it comes to silly things like this, how is that even defined a cold case? Myra Shabalala says, Dupree will never let down the hand that feeds him. Yeah, that is why we really need an independent expert here. But we're already here though. Let's see what he says on Thursday. Let's see what he has on Thursday. What he says on Thursday. Octavia says, too many cooks spoil the broth. No matter what, God is watching. And that is an amen right there. Machidi says, what is weird for me is that just after they went to confirm the alibi in Carltonville, almost immediately after Ntanzi was ready to make a confession, really doesn't make sense to me. It was a bit too easy and very suspicious. Clearly at this time he was well cooked, if you know what I mean. He was well cooked, and at this point probably he has had enough of the beating, tubing, and whatever else that they may have done to him, and then at that point he was ready to confess of a crime he never committed. It's human nature. Mutso says, thank you, clan, for the update. Missed the proceedings today. Love, love emoji. Oh, well, don't worry, I got your back, girl. I got your back. Pedro says, hi, clan, says to me, them going to KZN, confirming his address stood out. Surely they could have asked the subs there to do so. That's what I also thought. All you do is just make a phone call. It's Kovovo. It's Kovovo. Why are you? Yeah, I agree with you. I agree 100% with you there. But they went with another reason, wasting taxpayers' money, hard-earned money. I am sure the family said something about a money bribe. Yeah, we heard those allegations. Maybe the defense, when it's their turn to call witnesses, that is definitely has to be put on the table. Stanley says, these cops who have testified don't know that their lies, the accused are bound to walk free. Yeah, the lies will, if let's say indeed they are the killers of Senzo Mewa, do you think they're going to go to jail after everything that we've heard? Me don't think so. Because why? They are lying, they are cooking things. And then when they get on the stand, they fumble and they stumble and they trip over each other. And now what's the truth at the end of the day? There's no doubt that's been created by the state for the court to say, yeah, beyond a reasonable doubt, the state has made its case and therefore you are guilty as charged. Yeah, I agree with you there, Stanley. If people recall on Jonathan's cross-examination, he denied being in an open space in Alberton next to a garage, but Sergeant Mukhane said Jonathan came with Buthelezi to where he was near the garage. You know, simple things like that, you know, total lies, you know, and contradictions. Because, yeah, I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. Myra says, great analysis there, Clantus. Thank you so much, Myra. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Even though I still say I consider myself a commentator on this particular case. But I will take whatever you say. It feels good. Thank you. Rosina says, hi, clan. I'm confused here. They say you have the right to remain silent, but still takes you around and ask if you have a problem to speak to Geninda, and you say you don't have a problem. What kind of a criminal BS is this? That's quite true, though. Why? I don't get it. Maybe it's in their mind, when they do arrest, they are hoping that they find ideal suspects that are going to talk despite being warned about the Section 35.5 of the Constitution. I don't know. I don't know what is. Yeah, but it doesn't sound like it's something that you just, because you know what you are facing if you tell the truth. You know. People that are even guilty and they know they're guilty, they will not admit. Stanley says, and to those who have been following the case, when Judge Rota took over, Zandi Kumalo took the stand, and during cross-examination, the judge said to the defense, put it to this witness, meaning Zandi, that no intruder came into the house and shot and killed Senzo Meiwa. And after lunch, Zandi Kumalo wasn't feeling well. And the judge said he knows all of those delaying tactics. That was when the judge was still the judge. We kind of I don't know what happened there after. I don't know what happened. Kukushange. What's up, sis? Hi, clan. It was a spot show. Say, what's a weekend? What's that? You are revealing our ages now. I did see somebody's comment asking me how old I am. I'm on the 4th floor. I'm on the 4th floor and the lift is beginning to go slower. I'm at the point where when I hurt my toe and I go to the doctor says, this is how you're going to start treating it from now. And you're like, from now? It's like, yeah, that's going to be your lifestyle going forward. I'm like, but what about the healing process? Healing at your age? Forget about it, sir. Yeah, I'm there. Oh my goodness. Let's continue. My goodness. That's why did you make me laugh like this? When they were in Carltonville, Mabena and Mukhale were asked by Gininza if they have any documentation, proof that Ntanzi was not on duty on the day in question. They replied with a no. Then Guinea boy went back inside with them, but they came back and stood with Ntanzi for some time. Then after Mukhale was told that Ntanzi is ready for a confession, question is, what did Guinea boy find when he went to the Carltonville officers? How all of the sudden was Ntanzi ready to confess after Gininza came out of that office? Great questions that you are asking them, Dase. Gininza needs to take the stand and answer these questions. What did you go and cook up, sir? And came up with those documents, and suddenly now Ntanzi was ready to confess. What did you do to Ntanzi? Goodman says, why is it that these two accused get arrested for other crimes and then they get asked about Senzo Meiwa case? So ironic for Gininda United. That's because they profiled them. They thought they'll sell them to the public as being the murderers of Senzo Meiwa. That is why in court currently they are doing character prosecution. Somebody said it was character assassination. I did look it up, and then character assassination is something totally different from what is happening in a criminal court when they actually prosecute your character. That is why it's called character prosecution. Basically, it's to create doubt in the minds of the public as well in the mind of the court that this is your habit anyways, this is your behavior, this is your character, and therefore let's add all these things that you have done as a person. You're a drug pusher, a drug dealer, you're a killer, you are all of these things, there are cases against you and all of that. It's character prosecution. Character assassination is when we are gossiping about you and for the aim of destroying your reputation. So I'm going to be reading the last one because I'm left with a minute and a half before I start work. Let's go to Tubo Senior says, I see many worried about the AVL report being done so fast. That's how it has to be. Mr. Dupree has nothing to do with already available coordinates. He feeds those coordinates to Google Map to get location, name, and distance. The stop and start point, all he has to do is download a travel map, plot the already available coordinates in the last weeks bundle and provide accurate location names for such points, vehicle mechanical and electrical status, report for that recorded journey. AVL report map can even be read by a grade 3 student. Don't worry, he can't risk company reputation with this nonsense. Try watching the MH370. I'm actually watching that currently on Netflix. Flight tracking navigation to get a clue on the AVL. It's either you present it as it is or delete it from the system. I agree with you. After I actually thought about it as well last night, I was like, he's already working on information that is already available to him. All he has to do is plot and then he gets the results. I'm with you there, Tubo. Thank you so much for elaborating that way. That is why I was nodding, because I'm agreeing with you 100%. Yeah, maybe let's do the last one is from Itbok. Also, the AVL of the car that transported Zungu to Kwanongoma. We want that. We want that. Last one, Bongi says, yes, the SWAT services vehicle should sing the same tune as the subs of Fortuna. Please, yes, indeed. Tapsila says Mamfundise was trying to put a stamp that him and Gilinda never witnessed the assault of Ndanzi. I saw somebody else also saying that the reason why maybe she's called Mamfundise is because maybe she did not want to participate in the tubing and assault and all that stuff of these two accused, and so they just called them Mamfundis, when I was Mamfundis, and then probably that actually a name that stuck, and that is why they call them Mamfundis, which is also plausible. But still, I think as a good person that she portrayed to be to the fellow alleged hooligans, I think maybe she should tell the truth about what really happened to these two accused when they were driving them around and basically cooking them to make confessions. Anyways, guys, if you like the video, give it a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a like. Anyways, do subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the bell notification so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for everybody that's super thanking the channel. Anna Muhapi, I did see that. Anna. Thank you. Thank you so much for supporting this channel always. I highly appreciate you. May you be blessed abundantly. May all of your future generation, your children and their children and their children's children also experience the abundance of blessings because of you. And all of you also that support this channel, may I pray the same prayer for y'all too. And guys, share this video far and wide. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what did you think about the self-appointed expert comments that you think may have triggered something, to remember something that you heard from previous witnesses. Also, when you come across other YouTubers' channel, please do them a favor by watching their videos, liking them, and also subscribing. Thanks for watching. See you next time in a new video. Goodbye.